There's nobody there. Michelle, what's going on?
Oh, y'all wanted a twist, eh?
Oh.
Come on, All-Star 6. Let's get sickening. Oh.
The music ain't even started. Oh. You better come through, okay? That first stunt don't count.
Hi. Thanks for coming. Hey, girl. Thanks for coming. Oh, grrr. Well, hello, and thanks for coming, America. My name is Seth. What's yours?
Hi, it's Jamal.
Hi, it's Stony.
Yes, girl. Welcome back to another fun week at Thanks for Coming, the most magically gay podcast. We are, of course, back again to bring you full coverage of everything going down on RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 6.
We're back. It's another episode, All-Star 6, episode 3. We are chugging along. Let's get into the gig.
Yes, mama.
You wanted a twist? We're back.
Ooh.
Yes, God.
Come on, grass. Come on, butterflies. Come on, rainbows. Oh my gosh.
Laganja is just so iconic.
Yeah. What a pleasure to have her back on the show.
I know. Oh my gosh. We're getting ahead of ourselves.
Yes, we are getting ahead of ourselves. So let's go ahead and just see how Jamal and Stony are doing this week. What's going on? What's new in your lives? What do you want to tell the children?
I'm doing great over here. It's been like a chill week at work, thank goodness, because I have needed a break. It's been fun to kind of dig more into my real estate bag. That's been exciting. Going to more in-person office meetings with no mask. Whoa, rebels, risky over here. But we have to get back to real life, I guess. So still being safe, of course, but vaccinated. So doing what we can. And I had the pleasure of chatting right before our session recording at the time of this podcast, chatting with the Caleb and Digo of the Ants, Humans, and Stars podcast. And that was a lot of fun. So I'm in my podcasting bag today.
Yes, girl. I was watching a little bit of that before we started recording, and it's very interesting. So I would recommend you all go over and check them out.
Yeah, I thought it was really fun. I helped them introduce a new segment, so I kind of took over as like partial host, and also got to talk a little bit about what we do here on TFC.
Yes, girl. Pretty soon you'll just take over their whole podcast.
I won't play my Seth card yet.
Yes, Jamal's Ants, Humans, and Stars. Oh my gosh. Well, what about you, Stony? What's new in your life?
Not a whole lot. Just, I don't know, biking and like biking in nature, that type of thing.
Are you walking the children in nature also?
Yeah, I'm biking and walking the children through nature.
It sounds like you're dragging the children through nature.
I'm dragging children behind my bike through nature.
Stoney's guide service is called Three Blind
And we're
Mice.
not using wagons either. We're just dragging them through nature.
I'm calling CPS, girl. I don't know who let you have this responsibility, but we need some CPS up in this bitch.
Oh, we are also getting ready for hetero correspondent Nick and wife of hetero correspondent Nick, Steph, to visit this weekend.
Yes, they will be visiting this weekend.
Our first house guests since the Panini Panties happened.
Did you guys get them an Axe bouquet to welcome them to your home?
No, but we've showered our home in Axe and super extra air fresheners, so we're ready for them.
Ew, Axe is not allowed anywhere in this household.
Maybe just put some Old Spice on the walls and stuff so they feel at home.
Fuck no. They know better coming up here. There's Prada and Gucci and Dior around this bitch.
Yes, girl. Oh my gosh. Well, that should be a fun weekend for you and Stony.
Yes.
And
are you keeping cool on your end? Are you melting?
Girl, I'm trying. It's finally cooled down. So we're like at normal summer temperatures of like 80s and 90s. And so I'm like fully okay with that because I thought I was going to die last weekend and I almost did.
Those numbers were intense for the Northwest. I have never seen numbers like that for our regions.
Yes, girl. We broke the record for like the hottest temperature in Portland. So we hit 115 degrees and it sucked.
That's crazy. Like I saw where like your roads were just like melting, which is like
basically
crazy.
Yeah. That was
like,
me. I'm the road.
Yeah.
For real. What are our roads made out of if that's what the heat can do to them?
I don't know. Everyone's just like, this is fine. It's totally normal for the roads to melt.
We're fine. Everything's great over here. Totally not or global warming.
At all. Can't be. Absolutely not.
No, it's
There's
not.
no
Just
way.
everything's burning to the ground, but trust me, it's fine.
It's
This
totally
can't
cool.
be. This can't all be the reckoning queen. Like, we have to talk about this.
Yes, girl. So it has cooled off here. I got a promotion at work, so that's kind of exciting.
Ooh, congratulations.
Thanks, girl. I'm number one.
Congratulations, you're number one.
What else is going on this week? I don't know. I guess that's kind of the excitement for the week. I watched Black Lightning season 4.
Oh, I'm still like I need to start season 2, but I like Black
Girl,
Lightning.
you need to catch up. Also, I watched, I finished the second season of Love Victor, and I feel traumatized, so...
Oh my God. Why is it? I mean, I guess that's par for the course with queerness.
Yeah, the whole, like, season is a wild ride. It's, like, with all the different relationships with the different characters and stuff like that. So, I don't know. I don't really want to say like the end of it in case people haven't watched it yet, but there's kind of like an open ending, like with one of the relationships. And so you're kind of like not sure, like, oh, is this person going to this person or to this person? So I guess they're leaving it open for season 3, which is fine. But like, I don't know how long I'm going to have to wait for that. And I am traumatized.
Oh my gosh. Love triangle. I can't deal. Who are they going to pick? We need to know.
I don't think they're going to pick the one I want them to pick. Is
it Team Jacob or is it Team Edward?
Not really sure how to compare it with the show. So I'm just going to say Team Bella. I don't know.
Oh.
Fair.
Is that a thing? I haven't watched those movies.
Touche. It totally could be. It totally could be.
Yes, girl. But yeah, that's kind of like what I've been watching, what's been going on in my life. So... I guess we should probably go ahead and get into the episode.
Honest tea.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to our Honest Tea Spill of the Week. We are, of course, back again to bring you full coverage of All-Stars 6. We are in episode 4, girl. The episodes are just flying by this season.
Oh my gosh, is it really episode 4?
Oh, wait, maybe it's episode 3. I can't do math, so it's really up to you guys to count.
I was so thrown off for a moment because we got the 2 episodes the first week, so...
Yeah, we're only on episode 3.
Mentally, I'm on episode 4.
Woo! I was like, where was I?
You've already moved on mentally to the next episode.
Don't you remember, girl? They had Dita Ritz as the lip sync assassin.
Oh, yes, of course.
Oh,
gotcha.
Yeah, I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, girl. And finally, Yara Sofia got voted out.
Rude. Okay, this
Shots
is not
fired.
on my timeline.
I don't know. I just picked somebody at random, but yes, girl. So I'm being told that we're on episode 3, and I'm sticking to it.
It is episode 3. We were a little thrown off with like the dump of Drag Race, but I mean, it's All-Stars, the top of All-Stars, so we're all excited. And I mean, we're getting into it. The girls' relationships are starting to kind of come to a head. We're seeing not necessarily who's clicking, but kind of like who's gravitating towards each other and for what reasons. They're still feeling out the judging and how they're going to make decisions. It's getting interesting.
Girl. And I do have a serious question before we like get too far into this podcast. Well, for Jamal and Stoney, do you have problems farting on the dick because your tuck is too tight?
Oh, I've never had that problem. I keep it contained, keep it tight and right at all times.
Man, Yara, girl.
I was like, what?
After
in
the
any
past
position.
3 seasons when Michelle and Rue have been like, this is so raunchy, Yara gave us the most raunchy thing of all time.
Yeah, they didn't even bleep it out.
I did not know how to process it when it happened. I was like, okay.
I guess we're going there, girl.
Go off, sis.
That's like oddly specific.
Yeah.
Yara.
There's some familiarity there.
Sounds like something she's been through.
For real.
All right. We got to swerve back on track, girl. So at the beginning of this episode, Jiggly Caliente has sashayed away.
R.I.P. Jiggly. We'll see what this game within a game is, but I'm not gonna count Jiggly out. We'll see how she measures up to the other queens.
Yeah, it's not necessarily like she sashayed away. It's more like, yeah, like you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
That's right. You need to go back to your hotel room, but this party's closed.
Which is like the worst possible scenario of all time. Like, oh great, I can't fucking leave, and I have to stay on this shitty show that I got eliminated from.
Stoney's keeping it real.
Yeah, you're just stuck in your hotel like, well, at least I don't have to wake up early for a challenge, I guess. I don't know.
I appreciate that. Tell a bitch what's up.
Yes, girl. So then they examined the lipstick to find out Trinity was the only one that picked Yara's name other than Jiggly Caliente. So Trinity says that she picked Yara's lipstick because she wasn't working as hard as Jiggly making her outfit. And I mean, that kind of makes sense. Yes. But it's also like she did pick your lipstick too. Like, I feel like it's a combo of both.
It is. And there's no matter what Trinity says, it's one of those situations like even if she means it from the bottom of her heart, no one is going to read it as such because unfortunately, the way society paints scenarios, you have to be against something or someone. So, oh, you picked my name first. So if I'm picking your name, it can't just be, because of your performance. It has to be because you picked my name first. So no matter what Trinity says, even if she means it from the bottom of her heart, that it's like, this is just based on your report card, that's not how the fans or the viewers are going to take it. So save your breath, listeners. Let's move on.
Yeah, Trinity's playing an interesting game. I think she's kind of playing her own strategy, which we'll see how that pans out.
For sure. I mean, yeah, we'll see where it goes. You never know what you're going to get with All Stars, especially when it's been a while for the queens.
Yeah, it's anyone's game.
Yes, girl. So RuPaul comes up in the workroom and tells the queens that in this week's Maxi Challenge, they will have to star in commercials for their side hustle business.
Side hustle. I don't even know what I would be like slinging.
I don't know, girl. It's the gig economy, so who knows what's going to happen.
Maybe we could have been like the podcast girls. We just have all the podcasts.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's true.
We could be the podcast queens, except these queens would get more listeners instantly because they're on TV.
Oh my gosh.
That's true.
I would be like the cake maker or something
Sorry,
just
you can't do that on the show.
Smacking fat asses of the pit crew.
My side hustle would be like walking dogs. Like, that's what I'm going to do when I retire.
Okay, I'm definitely not watching that scene.
What if she's in a fierce 6-inch pump?
It's definitely not that exciting.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to pass on this one.
No one wants to see a poodle walking a poodle.
Yeah, we're not green lighting this flick, girl.
Okay, so cake maker it is. We'll get permission before we slap any asses.
Yes, girl. You need to get that in writing.
Yes, signed.
Yes, so in order to determine the groups, RuPaul has them organize themselves by hair color. I'm just kidding. That would be stupid.
Where would you even start?
I don't know, girl. But
my gosh.
In all reality, they have RuPaul has them order up by height. So from shortest to gigantic, like Eureka.
This was an interesting twist because we know how production likes to set shit up. So this threw me off a little bit.
Yeah, girl. I just want to know like which producer was in the back, like calculating all the people's heights and like.
Yes, I want to see the notes. Who figured this out?
This was like rigged right from the start.
Yeah,
you know that, right?
Yeah, for sure. It's all rigged, girl. So team 1 is Ginger, Jan, Akira, and Silky, who will be providing a Rent-A-Queen service, an escort service. I mean, not really, but yes.
Yes and yes.
Isn't it actually like sensual companions?
It's actually called Rent-A-Queen because they call it rack. So maybe you didn't watch the episode or something that I watched.
Sensual companions. It sounds like a pen pal service.
That's what Jan said. Remember, it's sensual companions, not Rent-A-Queens.
This ain't misconnections, girl.
Okay, go fuck yourself.
Wait, where's my notebook?
This is getting out of control, you guys. Oh my gosh. I'm feeling very attacked right now.
That's so appropriate. Oh my god.
All right. So to continue on, team 2 is Raja, Yara, Trinity, and Pandora Bach, who will be providing a drag fixers service.
This one sounded fun from the start.
Yes, girl. Like, this is some home improvement shit. Like HD TV, you know?
Fix it, bitch.
You better fix it, bitch. Like, I just kept thinking that Britney Spears song, Work, Bitch.
You better work, bitch.
Free Britney.
Not Bill Cosby.
Oh, no.
We didn't ask for that.
Nobody asked for that.
No. They fucking would have let him out during COVID for his pudding, but now he just gets out. Okay, I'm done. Sorry, bye.
He just wants to eat those pudding pops in the summer.
Ew.
Anyways, moving on, team 3 is Kylie, Scarlett, and Eureka, who will be providing an exorcism service.
Ew. A trio, if you're nasty.
Yes, girl.
Come on, Conjuring. Let's get sickening.
Menage a trois.
Let's play the clapping game. First clap, bitch.
My ass don't do that very well.
Okay. We'll work that out for the next one. Then go into the studio to tape their commercials with Michelle Visage and Ross Matthews.
I was wondering if these like velour suit situations are like a sponsor of the show, because Ross's jacket looks similar to Michelle's blue jacket that she wore on the runway last week. Is that just me?
I don't know. Maybe. Conspiracy theory?
I don't know, Queen.
I see a very similar sharp pointed collar and velour material.
Yes, girl. So after the taping of the scenes, the girls asked Silky if she's okay. And she says that after season 11, she got a lot of hate from fans, her colleagues, and even club promoters who wanted to cancel her shows. So she's being very cautious on how she's being portrayed this season.
I think that's very fair. I mean, ourselves included, like we were unsure about Silky and we had our discussions about it on the show, but there's a lot of people out there that do not have constructive and productive conversations and just tear the queens down. So I'm not shocked to hear that Silky she's trying to survive and be out here and live like the rest of us. And how can she do that if promoters and people who control the coin, in a sense, are blocking her?
I mean, I feel bad for Silky that she received that much hate. Like, I know on her season we were very like critical of her, but we were never like hateful towards her. But I just feel
constructive.
I feel bad because it's like for her to like come on this season and like be a totally different person. It's like the reason you're on All Stars is because you're Silky.
Right.
You have like this like very outspoken personality. You're very like out there. and you're just, you're an extrovert. For you to be like an introvert on All Stars doesn't make sense. Like, so
Right.
I don't know. I don't understand why she was trying to do all that. Like, I guess she was just really hurt from the comments, but I'm like, girl, like, you just need to like be your own self.
Well, it's kind of like, I wonder if she's living in this space of over editing because she's just stuck in her head about, oh, did I portray a better me, whatever that is, to the viewers? Did I do this today? Or, oh, I didn't think I did this well. And it's just this whole spiral. So
Definitely.
I'm sure it was like hitting her in all directions.
Yeah, absolutely. And like, I get it because like I wasn't like a big fan of her on season 11, but on All Stars, like, I'm really enjoying her. So like, I kind of think maybe for Silky it would be beneficial to kind of go somewhere in between the two, like
Yes.
in between season 11 and All Stars, and I think she would like really find her groove there.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
what we've talked about before. You can't communicate the same message to different groups of people. You have to know how to communicate to all the groups. So finding that balance as an entertainer and performer, I'm sure, is very tricky.
Absolutely. So it's like, it's like on one hand, part of me is like, well, I like Silky, how she presented herself on All Stars. But on the other side, I feel kind of guilty for that as well because she didn't get to truly be herself. So I don't know. It's kind of confusing, I guess, for me internally. But I am a fan of Silky now. So I guess that is a win. Like, she's probably won over lots of other fans like me.
For sure. I think that Silky is definitely someone who can bounce back from a moment like this and turn it into an opportunity and a greater platform for the message.
Yes, girl. All right, let's go ahead and talk about the advertisements. Which one was your favorite?
Ooh, the advertisements.
Yes. Well, for me, I thought Fix It Bitch was the best one because, like, I think Pandora did it right. Like, she kind of guided it and made it to where it was like, let's keep it simple. Like, it just needs to be funny and simple. And that's exactly what they did. Like, it was all just like, each person kind of had their own part, like Yara about the meaty tuck. And like, that was funny.
Yeah.
And they just had funny moments where like Trinity with like the cliffhangers, and they're all just kind of like had their little moment, and it wasn't complicated. You understood the story, you watched it and you enjoyed it. It was just, overall, it was just really good.
I agree.
Yeah, most definitely. I think, Yara is just so like kooky and weird that like it doesn't even matter what she says. Like people are just gonna laugh,
For real.
yes.
Like, what did she say? I don't know. Ha 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 ha.
There's so much meat in here.
And the expressions on her face and the wig she wears, like, it's just like, okay, Yara, like, you're just funny, so whatever.
And it's not like making fun of her for like where she's from or like her accent. It's literally like her personality. Like, I think if Yara was the driest fucking bitch from LA, like that kookiness is like what makes the spice that much more special.
No, it's not the accent. Like, that's the thing. It's
just
that.
who she
Like,
is.
If that were the case, we'd all think like Cynthia Lee
Right.
Fontaine was hilarious, but we don't. Like, we think Yara is because she's just like so fucking wacky. Like,
Yara is wacky.
Yeah, I agree with all of that. I think, I really do think that they got the order of the teams right. The next one, which would be like the safe team, would be team 3, which is Kylie, Scarlett, and Eureka, who were exercising, like jazzercising to the demons.
Jazzercising to the demons. Ryan Murphy, if you are listening, that better be a season of American Horror Story.
Yes, girl. Getting fit with demons.
Jazzercising to the demons. It can be a whole thing, like a fitness studio staff or something. Come on. I see it.
Yes.
I mean, the casting for this was like perfect. Like, I couldn't imagine anyone else doing anything else. Like, Scarlett and Kylie as like the exercise people was perfect. I really think Kylie, like, I have to say about her, like, she's just so comfortable being herself and who she is. Like, and I think the judges kind of commented on this as well, but it's like, she is just such a good, like, she wasn't being like over the top or funny or anything. She just did a really good job. And you're just like, wow, like she's really comfortable at being fucking Kylie. Like,
and she took the direction well too. They're like, you should be a little bit louder, make sure you're still expressing well. And she's like, okay, cool. And just like takes it and runs and applies it really,
I was very happy to see in the end, like she had a good product with the challenge because she does take notes very well. And I noticed that as well. She was very quick to pick up on it. There was no ego. She was just like, all right. And she applied the changes and it was fun.
Yeah, definitely. I really enjoyed this one a lot. Like for them taking like exercising demons to like actually being like exercise. I think that was really like a creative jump and a really smart idea. And Eureka was really great as the possessed one that broke her headboard.
The whole, like, even when they were talking about it, like when the girls were saying they were doing the Scarlett was doing like the curl motion and she's like, oh crunches. Look, I'm doing crunches, and the girls Eureka and Kylie are like, girl, those are not crunches. And she's like, well, what are these then?
We're doing whatever this is.
And Eureka was so like believable as that exorcist bitch because I was scared and I was entertained.
And like Eureka's really good at doing that kind of over the top character. Like I remember on season 10 her doing the baby like on the talk show.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I'm the baby.
I don't know, like it's so funny because I was not like a Eureka fan at all, and like between especially season 9 and this season and her being on We're Here, like I'm kind of like a Eureka fan now. Like it's kind of crazy how my opinion has changed. Yeah.
The journey.
Yeah, girl. I feel you too, because there's a lot of queens on the season that I was like, they're going to be on here. But it's been like a whole different story. Like I really enjoy Scarlett now. I never really liked Scarlett on her original season. I like Raja. I like Silky.
Yeah.
There was one more. Oh, yeah, Eureka. And so, yeah, it's like I'm kind of like on board with all of these queens now. So there's quite like a turnaround with this character arc that a lot of the queens have, which is good. That's the whole point. They're on All-Stars now.
That's right. We want to see the growth. And I echo Seth and Stoney.
Yes, girl. So just to talk about our bottom group, we have, Ginger, Jan, Akira, and Silky. This was not Rack City, bitch. It just wasn't.
I mean, there's just a lot going on. Like,
I'm saying, like,
that's the problem. Like, it really was just like
a jumble.
It was a lot. Like, I feel like there was a lot of good moments. I do feel like the Ginger moment as Richard Simmons was very overhyped. Like, I didn't think it was actually that funny to me. Like,
I loved it.
Really?
Well, it was funny because it's like Ginger men who's completely comfortable in their skin, a heavier person, like, making fun of themselves. And we love to see that. That's the energy we need. People who are comfortable in their skin. But I'm more like, was it enough to see this? Because we know that Ginger is this person. So, of course, this moment was funny. Was it enough to save the entire group?
Like,
I don't think so.
No.
Because I enjoyed that moment too. Don't get me wrong.
Don't get me wrong. I thought Ginger and Jan were the two best in that group. The two moments that killed it for me was when Jan called it sensual companions and then Ginger was just like, go fuck yourself. So that part. And then also the part where Jan was like, and 17 easy payments 99. I thought that was really funny as well.
Well, I think I kind of like align maybe more with Silky's thought process on this, because to me I thought like Jan, Akira, and Silky were a little bit like forgettable in this scene. Like to me the only things that I can remember being entertaining were Ginger Minge.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I think that is because it was such like I'm not going to say mess, but it was kind of like a jumble compared to like the other skits. It wasn't as structured, I guess is maybe the word, because there's even a moment where Silky like sacrificed one of her lines and gave it to Akira. So then you've got Akira and Silky kind of bouncing in the scene between these roles, and there's nothing that's maybe been practiced like fully and throughout from start to end with this group, because it's just like a free-for-all. And you've got Jan doing Jan, and you've got Ginger doing Ginger, and then you've got Akira and Silky trying to figure it out. So you put all that together and you land in the bottom.
Yeah. Well, and it's clear too, the idea was too complicated. They were all trying to put themselves, feature themselves, and it all just kind of like did not come across well. But also at the same time, like you can tell they were very unorganized as a team as well.
Yeah.
Because like even when they were shooting the scene, like Michelle was like, "Have you practiced this lotion thing? Because like you only get one chance to do it," and they're like, "No, we haven't."
Yeah, I noticed that too. It's like, damn, y'all haven't even practiced like the props. Like if you miss that moment, it's just not going to happen. And then you're instantly in the bottom because the panel is confused.
Right, exactly. So, I mean, there were definitely mistakes like made there. I thought like I like Silky, but I think where they go, get a group special, and then she kind of rolls into the scene, like that was just kind of awkward. So I don't know if that was like, if we can blame that on the editing or if it was just a bad idea.
Yeah, I felt the same way about that. And also just thinking about the group as well. There's too many cooks in the kitchen.
Too many cooks.
There's
Too many cooks.
What's happening?
and Stony Jingle, and there's too many cooks in the kitchen. Everyone's doing their own thing, and it's what happens when you get a group of queens that might feel a little comfortable, because I'm not going to say everyone felt like, oh, this is my gig, this is what I do, but there is enough of that in this group for them not to care enough and to land in this position.
Absolutely, yeah. I totally agree. I don't think it was like horrible. Like we've definitely seen some horrible ones in the past, but it just was definitely the worst of the three groups.
Sure. Yep.
Absolutely.
Come through, Gia.
Come through. All right, you all, let's go ahead and take a quick little break here. And when we come back, we'll get into the runway and finish out this episode.
Sounds good.
Yes, God.
Hey, everyone. Thanks for listening to our podcast so far. Thanks for coming. Right now, we're probably refilling our drinks or maybe even gluing down our lashes again. While you wait, here's some things that you should check out.
Yeah, remember everyone, you can email us, tfcpod@gmail.com, and tfcpod on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.
Oh, and one more thing. You're not my real dad, and you never will be. Anyways, back to the show. Well, hello, everyone, and welcome back to our Honest Tea Spill of the Week. We are, of course, back again to discuss the runway. The category this week is RuDemption Runway. They are taking the chance to improve a fashion faux pas from a previous season and glowing it up. Which ones do you think were the most successful?
I thought that Sonique looked really fun. Like, it was very Gaga, but it was still very her. I was more excited about the Scarlet look, because I remember us like ragging on that entry look.
Yes.
And being like, girl, okay, don't rely on that body. But talk about a comeback. Like, this was a beautiful garment. The hair and makeup was so appropriate. I was feeling the fantasy.
Yes, we talk about like queens that aren't getting credit this season, and Scarlet is one of the queens not getting credit. Like, her looks have been absolutely phenomenal, and like even her talent I really enjoyed. Like, I don't know why she keeps getting saved. Like, she needs to like be in the top like very soon, because I've really enjoyed her.
Yeah, I think Scarlet, Pandora, and Kylie are kind of flying under the radar right now, so I'm interested to see what happens like later in the season with them. So it's kind of hard to gauge, but yeah, I guess another one that I thought was a really good glow up was Raja O'Hara. Like, this look is so much better than her Farm to Runway.
I love it. It was so smart to have a clear platform heel because it gave the illusion that she was the tree. And instead of having the burlap pant, it was kind of like, loose roots as a shawl. I loved it.
Yeah, and Raja's also done really good this season, but I enjoyed that also. Like, that design that she had in her original season was like really, like, I love the concept of it, but
it was ambitious.
She wasn't able to like put it together, so this is really nice to see.
I think Akira also is a pretty good glow up. Like, the outfit to me wasn't like so flashy, but it's definitely better than that butterfly not caftan that she did the first time.
Yeah, her base jumper suit.
Yes, girl. She's like a flying squirrel in season 11, and now she's wearing a caftan.
I did think Jan's dress was pretty. I would have done different hair, though. This is very like Real Housewives of Drag Race or something.
But the thing is with Jan, like, I really enjoyed that look because it was very much like, I mean, I know it was like a remake of her entrance look, but like it's very much like high school, like with the bands that she had.
Yeah,
like,
varsity jacket.
Yeah, like a varsity
Letterman jacket.
Like, so I enjoyed it. I saw like a lot of people online like trashing it, but I'm like, I thought it was good.
Stoney, that means you understand fashion. Congratulations.
You graduated, girl. Yeah, I would say for me, Jan's outfit was like nothing special. Like, yes, it was definitely a glow up from the previous season, but it still felt a little too simple for me personally. Like, it wasn't a bad look, but it just wasn't a look that would like be like, oh my God, Jan looked great. She should win this week.
Yeah, I mean, if it were a challenge on branding, absolutely she would win. You can't deny that.
Yes, girl. And I think that Silky, this outfit is so so good. Like, it's so much of an improvement. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I think the judges sometimes, they need to stop being so literal with what they're asking for. Not to mention they don't even know what they're asking for half of the time.
Right.
Because, like, this is a glow-up challenge. I could sit here and argue that the opposite of blue is red, but we don't have time to get into that. So... I mean, she did the challenge. It was a glow up. It's still disco. She's giving you fringe, sparkly. It's just a literal different color. Like, get over yourselves and appreciate the look.
Right. Yeah, I think they were definitely a little bit too hard on Silky with their critiques. Another queen that I thought they were really kind of too hard on was Ginger Minge. Like, I didn't think this outfit was nearly as bad as they said it was.
I don't know about those pants, girl.
I disagree. I think Ginger Minge's look was one of the worst looks that I've seen from her, and I actually think it was worse than her original look.
I think it was just too much going on. Like, this was an editing opportunity because I liked the crown over the face. I thought that was cool. But I just can't get past the legs and like the rouging and the ruffliness of it all. Like, we needed something else there.
I don't know, girl. I didn't think it was that bad. I mean, I don't think it's anything...
We have to dress for our size. Like, we have to dress to elongate.
Yeah.
And I think that this smushed her on the stage.
Gotcha.
Because we weren't thinking about how the garment would make our bodies look.
Yes, girl. I guess this one we may not totally agree on. So if you would like to let us know which opinion you agree with on Twitter, feel free to tweet us at TFCPod. And I would like to know what you think about Ginger Minge's runway look.
Yes, please.
Yes.
I did want to also mention that I thought Trinity K. Bonet's look was really good. That was one of my favorite of the night.
Oh yeah, I was getting Queen of the Dam vibes.
It was
more
just
clothes.
beautiful. I thought she did a really good job with like just everything. I thought it was like very elegant and like dark as well, like giving us a little bit of like darkness, to our light, to our world.
But was it dark?
Oh.
It was so dark.
But was the look dark, like really dark?
It was so dark.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. I really liked it. So I don't know. Do what you want with that, I guess.
Yeah. For example, for me personally, that went in one ear and out the other. So let's go ahead and move on.
How dare you?
Sorry, girl. She's a rat. I can't trust her.
How dare you?
I can't trust those pant legs.
Yeah. She totally fucked over Silky, and I don't trust Trinity right now.
Okay, Trinity does not control
We're going to get
the
in a
rest of
fight
those girls
tonight because I am on
We're gonna
like
get
Team
into a
Trinity.
You cannot sit here and tell me that Trinity
I'm
K.
on
Bonet.
Team Trinity, bitch. Like, do not talk shit about her.
I'm on Team Silky.
There's no
Let us
teams.
know.
There's teams.
I
Adults.
mean, I don't even hate Silky. I'm just like, don't talk shit about
It
Trinity.
seems like you hate Silky, though.
No, you hate Trinity.
Maybe. To be determined.
I think it's already determined.
I haven't made up my mind. She's definitely wobbling towards one side for sure. For sure. But,
Oh
you
my
know,
goodness.
the seesaw hasn't hit the ground yet, bitch. All right. So, moving on. Team Fix It Bitch wins. And out of this team, Trinity K. Bonet has taken the win for the day. And I think that she deserved it. Out of her group, I thought she had some really funny moments.
Yeah, I agree. I think that she stepped up this week. She just kind of like let go. I feel like a lot of these drag race challenges, you just kind of have to really commit and trust yourself, and that's when you tend to do the best. So that part of drag race seems to be correct and works well. So congratulations, Trinity.
Yes, girl. So Team Rent-A-Queen is the team that ends up in the bottom. So all of the bottom girls, they go back to the workroom and start pleading their cases as to why they should stay. But this is very upsetting to Trinity K. Bonet because no one is congratulating her.
Yeah, I mean, I would feel a way too because literally every queen before her has gotten that, and we get that it's a competition. You have to kind of protect your own ass before anyone else's, but I, especially as a queen of color, yes, I'm playing that card, honey, would feel a certain way if I had to just come backstage after my big win and just hear your bullshit. Like, we're sisters, right? Or aren't we?
We were listening to Silky in the clubhouse earlier. She was saying, like, this isn't a sisterhood, really. It's like a cousinhood.
Well, yeah, but we can't place all of that on Trinity's shoulders. Silky was talking about everyone that picked Silky's lipstick.
I don't know, girl.
I listened to that clubhouse
No,
too.
you
Silky was
didn't.
mad at everyone that picked Silky's lipstick. I don't disregard anything that she said. You know, that's her experience.
Yeah.
And I think that there's more calling out than just Trinity. So that needs to be very clear, especially for you toxics that are listening.
Yes, girl.
Uh-oh.
Then Trinity talks to each of the bottom queens. She tells all of the bottom scenes they're good to go. We kind of talked about this earlier in the episode. Is there anything that you wanted to add on to what we've already said about this?
Oh, I think that we were talking about it off like what might actually be in the episode, but what we were saying was like Trinity's wording was, it's very tricky because it's making the queens seem like they're safe, but what some of us online, myself included, with some of the queens, like I'd say like 2 out of 4, it sounded very clear, like, oh, don't worry about it. But then the other 2 were like, oh, be like easeful, which to me means like, you know, relax, you're fine. But you can't say that to people in these scenarios because, again, we can't blame it all on Trinity because she didn't even win the lip sync. And 2, I mean, it is a mind fuck. It's a competition. So let's have some emotional intelligence, and even the winner is in a position. It's a lot to know how to have those conversations. A lot of us would not know how to have those kind of conversations.
Yeah, like, I guess I'm on the other team where it seemed like Trinity was promising everyone that they were safe, and then it seemed kind of shady when she picked Silky. So I guess, like, you know, just interpret it as you will, listeners.
Yeah, please
Yeah.
do, because it seems weird to me that everyone's like placing this on Trinity when Laganja Estranja won the fucking lip sync.
Well,
like, we need to really move on from what Trinity did because the rest of the group also picked fucking Silky's name.
Here's
like Silky made clear on the clubhouse.
Yeah, here's my thing with Trinity. Like, I feel like she was probably went into it thinking like, okay, I'm just going to make everyone feel comfortable so that they perform and try to kick ass.
Yes.
Like, so it's like,
And that's not a promise.
right. Like, they're not trying to like make anyone feel like out of place. So for
Right.
me, it was just like, okay, I'm just going to tell everyone so that way when I go into the lip sync, no one's like a nervous fucking wreck, basically.
Right. She's trying to be cautious about it, but the queens are mad in the moment.
I don't know. I don't understand why the fan base is mad at Trinity right now. Like, it makes no fucking sense to me. Like,
no clue at all.
Honestly, I watched the episode and I was like, hell yeah, I'm like Team Trinity now.
She's playing the game.
So I don't really understand the hate that she's getting or why people are upset at her. So I don't know. I don't get it.
Yeah, she's playing the game, and at the end of the day, like, she didn't even win the lip sync. So, like, if you're gonna go this in on Trinity, I fully expect all of you to go in on the others just as much. And I'm here to call you out.
Definitely, girl. And just to like kind of clarify, like, I was being kind of extra about Trinity earlier, but I'm not mad at Trinity, but I can see why people are upset. Like, I can see both sides of it,
Oh, I can too, absolutely.
So I don't hate Trinity, and I'm not mad at her. I just wanted to make that clear.
Right. Reason falls in different places for some people.
Yeah.
Yes, girl. So then Trinity's back on the main stage because she did win the challenge. So she meets her lip sync assassin, which this week is Laganja Estranja.
Yes, queen. So pumped about this.
This was a killer lip sync.
Yes, it was. That entry.
Oh my God. Laganja, like, she hasn't been back since her original season. But talk about somebody that has like the most iconic entrances of all time. Like her season on season 6 and then All-Star season 6. Like, come on.
I still use that gif.
Like, she's fucking amazing. Like, I love her so much.
Yes, girl. And also, like, congratulations to her because she's recently came out as trans. So that's really awesome that she finally feels comfortable.
Yes, snaps to Laganja. Fans of the show and of Laganja and the House of Edwards, all things Laganja, really know this journey. Not maybe like deeply. We don't know the trans side of her story, but we've seen her on Drag Race and with the House of Edwards and just kind of figuring out her way in drag. And it's not like Laganja's even anyone that gives you a lot of her business. So it's nice to kind of see her kind of reemerge as this new person, and it's very exciting.
Yeah, I'm very excited for her. And that's one actually like gift that I feel like Drag Race has given us. Like, if you look at the like glow ups and how like beautiful like everyone looks after they come out as trans, like if you look at like a Gia or Jiggly or Kylie,
Peppermint,
they all look Peppermint, they all just look freaking like they're just like love their life and they feel so much better about themselves and they just have like a glow to them. So I'm like, I'm looking forward to seeing like the Laganja glow. Like, she's already glowing, but I want to see what she looks like now and how happy she is. So
yes, girl. Definitely Laganja wins this lip sync, but I do think we need to give some credit to Trinity because she was not like wet noodle or anything like that. Like, she definitely held her own and like it was really a competition.
Oh yeah, Trinity's a dancing queen, so I expected a little fight, but I mean, Laganja came and slayed with all the kablams and shlams and whams and splits and pows and kapows all over the stage.
I love Trinity's outfit, and I also loved that Trinity was like, don't bring her back again.
Yeah. Well, and it was funny too, and she's like, that first stunt doesn't count.
Yeah. I mean, that entry was everything. I was like, who is Casper here to lip sync? Like, what's going on?
Oh my gosh. So because Laganja wins the lip sync, she gets to announce who will be going home. This is the group's decision and not Trinity K. Bonet's. This means that Silky Nutmeg Ganache must sashay away.
Yes. Sad day. I was not expecting it. Like, starting this episode, I did not know that this was the way it was going to go. And I did not necessarily want to see Silky go. But this is All Stars. It's really the wild, wild west of drag.
Yeah, definitely. Like before the season started, like I saw Silky being in the finale, so I was pretty shook that she was eliminated on episode 3, and I feel like I wanted to see more. Like, I wasn't ready for her to go.
Yeah, and if you were able to tune into the Clubhouse listeners, Silky alluded like something was coming next week, so I feel like we're either going to see something else with like the game within a game, or like are we going to see Silky make some kind of like Artiste Simone return?
Maybe. I hope so.
I have no idea.
We'll see. Stay tuned next week, girl, to episode 5, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Episode 5, but really 4.
Yeah, we'll figure it out next week. So that was the episode. There were a couple moments from Jan Tucked that I would like to discuss.
Oh shit. Jan Tucked.
I just really enjoyed the moment between Akira and Silky, where Akira was like, if you have to vote for me, like, there's no hard feelings, girl. Like, I just want one of us to like win, basically. And I thought that was a really awesome moment.
I did too. And that's how you know a real bitch when you see one. It's like, listen, do what you need to do. And you walk the walk too. These are two people who can say these words and they actually apply them. And they can move forward and be good Judies. There's not going to be any like underlying drama or, messiness lingering.
Right. And then the other moment is we kind of get to see Scarlett and Raja. Like, clearly they've already made up in the past, but they kind of discussed it on the show. So it's, I don't know. This felt a little bit forced, but it's just always nice to see people like getting along. So I was like here for it.
Well, our fans of Drag Race and viewers of Drag Race, like they need to see moments like this.
Yeah, that's the only way they'll be able to get past it.
It's literally the only way they'll be able to understand, even barely comprehend what's even happening most of the time. And I respect you, listeners, but some of y'all can do better on the comprehension front.
Oh.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll say it.
Yes, girl. So that was Jan Tucked. So I'll go ahead and throw it on over to Stoney, who can let us know how this fantasy league is going.
Yes, girl. So this week I had a little bit of a drop from my first 2 episode performance. But I will say I'm still in the lead with 75 points.
Oh shit.
And then Jamal's in second place with 40 points.
Congratulations, Jamal.
And congratulations, Seth. You're in last place with 20 points.
Yay, I did it, girl.
Congratulations. You're number 3.
I picked a team just bad enough to let Stoney win.
Oh my gosh, friend of the show, Jonah, has leaked into our fantasy league situation participation ship.
I hope Jonah beats Stoney.
Yes, listeners.
He probably will.
Well, not right now, but we'll get there. So Jonah has Akira, Eureka, Kylie, and Raja on their team, and they've got 0 points this week, but it's only episode 3, so you just never know what's going to happen. And listeners, you can join too, so go to thanksforcomingpodcast.com. That's right on the homepage, or check our link tree for the instructions on how to join the fantasy league and what to do.
Yes, girl.
There's a prize involved, so
Maybe.
Let's see the participation.
Oh no.
I think there's a t-shirt involved.
We'll see. If no one else challenges, then I guess Jonah just wins.
Well, if Jonah's the only one that plays, I'll get him something extra special.
Ooh, double-ended dildo?
I mean, if they're into that.
I mean, sure.
Right in, Jonah. You know how to get a hold of us.
That's in our store, right? Double-ended dildo.
Yeah, it says TFC pod on it.
It's
One end says TFC, the other end says pod.
Yeah.
and it's not pride colored.
No, it's just black and thick and long.
Ooh.
Yes, girl. With white lettering is what I'm seeing. This is how I'm imagining it.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, girl. Kink. Who's excited? Make sure.
I am.
I bet you all want to join now, you little bottoms.
Yeah, but it's too fucking late, bitch.
Stoney's like, rule change.
And cut off. Oh my gosh. Well, this has been another fun week at Thanks for Coming, the most magically gay podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you do leave us reviews and ratings. We love those. Only if they're 5 stars, of course. And don't forget to check out below in the description. You can find links to donate money to us if you're enjoying the work that we're putting out for you. And any other links to really anything else you'll need to do anything, like Twitter, Insta, email, all that fun stuff. It's all down there, so make sure you go play with those links.
All of it. We hope you're staying safe, warm, happy, and healthy wherever you are. I mean, cool. Safe, cool. Because some of y'all are being burnt to a crisp out there, and we see you. Stay warm, stay hydrated, and thanks for listening to the show.
Yes, girl. And until next week, bye.
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 Or whatever.
Stoney's like the Aubrey
don't
Plaza
care. Do
of the
whatever
show
you
now.
want. It's fine.
I'm out of here.
It's like, whatever.